Sumu out there with Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Well, Coach, we're still very early in the NBA season. When you were coaching, what was your focus around this time?
Early in the season, Brian, really in the entire season, but especially early, you just want to try to be getting better every single night, making the corrections from one night to the next, and just keep growing as a team.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Bulls. And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
Yeah, MP sees the rookie reports, and he really studies them. And so far this season, he hasn't been on the top of those lists. That's becoming an extra bit of fire to motivate MP to get the better of his peer group.
Here's Jay after the basket by Chicago. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Pass to Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
Well, Coach, Minnesota turning back the clock last year. Most of their lineups had multiple bigs.
Yeah, and we saw how effective it was, especially on defense. Minnesota led the league in defensive rating by a wide margin, and that length was a key factor.
Now here's White. His last outing, he had 20. Here's Vucevic. That one doesn't drop.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Randall, a screen on Giddey. On the take. Jay, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Jay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Reed for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to White. Now Vucevic. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
Here's Jay. Giddey defends. Jay, the pass to Reed. Here's Jay. Giddey defends. Outside Reed to stop the drought. It's hauled in by White.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
The shot by Buzelis no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Jay, the pass to Randall. Here's Jay. Randall, a screen on Giddey. Here's Jay. That's short off the rim. Bulls leading by 6. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
And keeping us updated, Anthony Edwards to the middle. Pass to Jay. Back to Reed. Launches it. Connects from downtown.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Sumu outside. Giddey with it. Good work defensively by Randall. Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo, the pass to Jay. Reed, a screen on Giddey. A shot from the high post. And it's Jay missing. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Pass to Gobert. Here's Jay. Reed, a screen on Jones. Here's Jay. Got it from about 16 feet.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
On the court for Minnesota. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Jay in at the 1. DiVincenzo, pass to Jay. Reed to screen on Jones. Outside Reed. The three ball. Sinks it from distance. And now a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Jones, the pass to Herter. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Herter. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Gobert with a screen on Jones. Pass to Gobert. Here's Jay, defended by Jones. Here's Jay in his last outing with 12 points. Reed can't hit.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Some changes for Chicago. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Collins. Williams comes in for Smith, and it's Josh Giddey in for Horton Tucker. Randall, he's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for DiVincenzo. Now here's Vucevic. Last game, 26 points for him.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Jay. There's a minute 54 left to play in the first half. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 4. No good on the three. The Bulls have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Outside Giddey. Second chance shot. Randall pulls down the board.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Here's Jay. Chicago with a rebound. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road.
This one could go down to the last possession. You look at Naz Reid. What a contribution here.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
And we're going courtside for a report on MP.
Hey guys, well, as you know, MP grew up just outside of Chicago and has a lot of connections to the city, and I asked him what it's like coming home in a different jersey, and he said, it's great to be here. There's no feeling like returning to where you started. I love this place, this community, and these people. He was grinning as he told me he was able to get tickets for most of his old Plainview High teammates.
And Ali, even though he's playing against their beloved Bulls, you can tell a lot of this crowd is rooting for MP as well. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Buzella's out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Minnesota's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
Now here's Giddey. 6 points for him. Pass to Vucevic. With the floater. That shot, no good. Nice D from Reid. On the take, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Doubled by Randall. Pass to White. Back to Giddey. Three-pointer.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind. Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Here's Jay. Outside for Randall. 5 to shoot. Reid sets a screen. Misses the three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Dosunmu, pass to White. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. The Bulls need to get off a shot from deep. Giddy on target from range. Giddy's got 9.
Beautiful execution, getting it away quickly. Giddy just wasting no time.
Driving inside. And a foul. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota.
He's making the most of every trip to the line.
You talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
They might have the best.
Stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
The Bulls making a switch here. Smith's checked in. White finds Jones. Vucevic against Reed. Herter passes to Smith. Here's White. The rebound by Jay. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside for Randall. Pass to Jay. Randall, a screen on Smith. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Vucevic, a screen on DiVincenzo. Poke loose. Stolen by Reed. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Jay. Clark with a screen on Jones. Driving to the basket. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. On the court for the Timberwolves, they've got Rudy Gobert. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Jay in at the 1. Jones, the pass to Smith. And here's Jones. Takes a 3. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Jay, defended by Jones. Clark with a screen on Jones. And that one's good. Jay.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Bulls trail by 16. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants... Coach, one guy. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
4 on the clock from deep. Giddy. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Jay, no good. He's shooting 5 for 12 so far. Bulls trail by 15.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Giddy. And that one's long. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
And it seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Now here's DeSumo. Defense right on him. That one's good for 2.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Minnesota leading by 13. And that one's good. Jay's got 14 points now in the second half.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
To the inside, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Here he goes, and he was fouled.
So successful with that all night. Aggressive, fierce.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And one of the great parts of the NBA, you never know who's going to have a big game. It was a great night for Jay.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jay, the pass to Reed. The open shot, White, and that one's on. 11 seconds left in the 4th. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They have